Here with reaction, OutKick founder Clay Travis, along with the co-host of The Five, Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo, I mean, electric cars are fine. I once had an Escalade hybrid. Wasn't too bad. By the way, I love the Let's Go Brandon T-shirt, Clay. Yeah, it was fine. But when you break down how you charge it, when you break down how you build it, when you break down the cost of it, it's a fantasy that they're peddling here. In the meantime, we're going to beg Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela. Does that make sense to you?
It doesn't, but if President Biden could put together a coherent narrative, as you just did, laying it all out, I think we'd be in a much better place. What he is trying to say, and here I am translating for the President of the United States, is that if life gives you lemons,
Geraldo,
you make lemonade.
Pause. What he's trying to say, because you know, I know, and Clay Travis knows, and this audience knows that he's weak and he's frail and he's a cognitive wreck. But go ahead, you translate for him.
But he is the President of the United States, and, you know,
and
the gas tax holiday is a ridiculous idea. It is a very transitory, feel-good fix for a day or two. What we need to do, and what he should do, rather than promoting the future, we'll get to the future. Rather than promoting a Tesla in every garage, what he should be saying is, let's produce more domestic oil ourselves. Let's get the supply up. That will reduce the price. You know,
hey, all right,
and
answer this question.
How do you get the
seriously.
oil companies to...
Why don't we ask Midland, Texas? Why don't we go to Oklahoma? For natural gas, why don't we go to Pennsylvania, New York, and Ohio? Why don't we start here and finish the Keystone XL pipeline and get 900,000 barrels of Canadian oil a day? Why don't we do that?
Well, listen to my idea. The oil companies reaping record profits, that's true, that is undeniably true. But how do you get them to invest enough so they can produce more now, so we're not dependent on Venezuela and Saudi Arabia and Iran and so forth? You do it by telling the oil companies, you keep your record profits. We're not going to impose a windfall profits tax, as the left is now agitating to do.
And how did that work out for Jimmy Carter?
But you must produce.
How did that work out for Jimmy Carter, Clay Travis? You're a historian.
Sean, the oil and gas companies don't want to invest because they know the rug is going to get pulled out from underneath their feet by the Biden administration as soon as the midterms are here. They want lower gas prices for 5 months. They'll say anything that they think scores them political points. And then as soon as the midterms are here, they're not going to offer them any support at all, because don't miss what's going on here, guys. Ultimately, this is what the Democrats want, because the gas prices need to go up in order for all of the solar and the wind power and the electric to get remotely competitive with gas prices. There was a great story in the Wall Street Journal. A writer there tried to travel. Did you guys see it? From New Orleans to Chicago and back on an electric vehicle, and it was a disaster. She couldn't find anywhere to charge. The charging stations didn't work, and the article ended with her saying, I've never been happier to pay $4.50 a gallon than have to deal with a long-range trip right now on an electric vehicle. And I wish everybody had $64,000, as you mentioned, Geraldo, to go out and be able to buy them. But this is the Democrat push. If you're troubled by the price of high gas, then go buy an EV. Geraldo and Sean, recently, I went to go fill up my car. Somebody had spent $4.50, this was several weeks ago, for 1 gallon of gas, probably to be able to get to and from work to try to make it so that they could continue to produce for their family. That person, you might as well tell them that they should go buy a Dragon as go buy an electric vehicle.
All right, Clay, Geraldo.
But, Clay, that's my point. There is an emergency. There is an emergency now. Let Biden understand the emergency.
Why is there an emergency?
Digging his own political hole
Biden can't even ride a bike, Geraldo. You think he's going to solve all sorts of gas prices?
Geraldo, he created
we have a supply
I got to
deficit.
run.
When we can increase domestic production.
Geraldo, he was
price will go
handed
down.
energy independence. He gave up leases on public lands. He killed off Keystone XL. He stopped Anwar. He artificially reduced the supply. Tell him to go back to Trump's policies.
Let's move forward,
and we'll be back to $2 a gallon gas.
Recognize. I think you've got to recognize the exigent circumstance, and he's got to be flexible. He's got to be nimble. He's got to be creative.
Go back
not
to the
jamming the
policies he
future down people's
inherited.
throats.
He's none of those things. Geraldo, he can barely read a teleprompter. He can't ride a bike. He's not flexible and nimble and sophisticated. These are not adjectives that fit the current
Geraldo's a little
president
sensitive
of the
because, you know, he did once say 70 is the new 50. I have read that somewhere. I don't know. We don't know.
That's right. That's right.
I hope he's right
Thank
one
you
day,
both.
by the way.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.